What's up, everybody? It's Eric Debonair, Donnell, co-owner, operator, Two Geeks and Nerd Productions, along with my business partner and brother.
Black Samurai, also co-owner, operator of Two Geeks and a Nerd Productions.
Out here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Make sure to like, follow, share, comment all of our platforms on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram. What am I forgetting? TikTok. Yeah, TikTok. Check out all of our footage and whatnot. And be sure to actually click the bell. And if you watch, or not even if, but when you watch the videos, if you watch it, please like it. You know, if you actually like it, like it. If you don't like it, leave a comment to let us know what we can do better. You know what I'm saying? Please, just do something besides just watch it and let it go to the next one. Sorry, I had to say that.
No, we gotta say it and remind y'all every time. So, and we're gonna keep reminding y'all every time. But yeah, we going to discuss an old topic that is still getting discussed, and that is Drake versus Kendrick. It is all over the YouTube. You can be walking out the street. I was at Walmart the other day, and I was walking out. 3 guys were talking about Drake versus Kendrick. Drake versus Kendrick. People are still, and this has been a pretty long topic.
Yeah.
It's been out there. Most topics die out.
Well, yeah, I mean, but when it comes to like so-called rap beef or whatever, you know, people still talking about Biggie and Pop, you know, whatever. It can get drawn out. But yeah, the whole Drake and Kendrick thing, what they call him, well, he said he's a certified lover boy. And everybody knows all the Kendrick stuff now because, you know, Kendrick been hot lately, you know what I'm saying, as far as his whole Super Bowl appearance and all that stuff. And he dropped the album, so obviously, you know, people, you know more about it.
And he won, don't mean to cut you off, and he won 5 Grammys just for Not Like Us.
Oh, dang. Wow.
Yeah.
That and all the other meme videos that are circling the internet, things like I think they went in Puerto Rico or somewhere, and Drake was on the scene supposedly, and the people that were there, Kendrick fans, had the DJ play it even louder, you know, just out of that type of thing. But anyway, we know like the whole, like the thing as far as the Spotify stuff that was going on, and so just on that end, I tell people, I'm like, look, talking about he got done wrong. It's a marketing move. That's all this stuff really is, marketing on both ends. One, to keep Drake relevant. You know what I'm saying? And this is not bad talking Drake. I personally am not a Drake fan. There's a couple songs and stuff I like that Drake got or whatnot, but I'm not like, oh man, I'm about to go get. I'm not about to be about that about anybody because I'm not 14 anymore. You know what I'm saying? When No Limit was dropping the album every single week and people was living in the music stores for the CDs. But on the lyricist side, I like Kendrick better. You know what I'm saying? I watched him grow or whatever as a rapper, a lyricist, whatever you want to call him, poet and all of that. I've watched him grow, and I mean, he's just, you know, he's a genius, you know, with the stuff that he says. But it's 2 different artists, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When it comes to the music and stuff. But a lot of the beef, so-called beef, is not just over the Spotify stuff with the marketing and things of that nature, but also on the with the stuff that Kendrick has said about Drake that he's alluded to about him, you know, being with people he shouldn't be with. Let me put it that way.
Yeah.
Doing things he probably shouldn't be doing. So you can go ahead. You know, I know you probably.
Yeah, and just to bring up the Spotify thing, so shout out to Lovely T. I saw Lovely T bring up how Drake was plastered all over Spotify, and now that's part of the reason why he's suing the record label and whomever else, Spotify, I believe, because now Kendrick is plastered all over Spotify. And like he said, what people got to understand that, first of all, business is business, but I think what it really is, he does not know how to take losing. This time...
He ain't even losing. Well, I mean, he is on lyrical side.
Yeah.
But...
And that's what I mean by losing. And now he has
getting whooped.
And another thing I notice a lot of people do too nowadays, they seem to get really upset over having to do competition. Like, again, him, like many people, you know, you have certain people, like Nicki. Nicki was at one time, whether you like her or not, the only female rap artist.
Everybody, yeah. She was on everybody's song.
She didn't, she didn't have But,
I don't really like her either, though. They all come from the same camp. It's funny.
So this one, hold on real quick. What he said, this one might get us a bunch of comments.
They all come from the same camp. I'm shooting the shots at you. Oh, yeah, Young Money, I mean, Young Money, Young Money. Yeah, I'm shooting the shots. All of y'all sound or try to sound like Wayne. Because think about it. When Wayne was going, I ain't trying to get, I don't care about no counseling, but I don't get sued. But when Wayne was, he said, what's in my cup is what I got. So when Wayne was on that type of stuff, this is when think about it. This is when them artists got signed.
And he was on camera. And he said that on camera.
And she was on that, sound like Wayne. And Drake, you want to be Wayne, but you ain't Wayne, buddy. You're not Wayne. Mickey Mouse Club or whatever, the Grassy High, like all that. Hey, look. Nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying. Like, come on. You know.
But again, it's just a rap battle. And the way the media, and they're probably, putting gasoline on the fire too. Because, the media always wants to make things extra.
Well, I'm sure the money, I'm sure the check done went down. Because, like, so on Spotify.
But he also hasn't done anything.
But he hasn't. But what I'm saying is this. Spotify and all these other streaming things, right? These artists are getting paid based off of streams. Therefore, obviously, again, marketing move.
They don't get paid a lot.
No, they're not getting paid a lot. So they need a lot.
I heard it's like maybe 3 cents.
Yeah, they need a lot.
Per stream?
Per like, but you know what I'm saying? They need millions and millions of streams constantly or whatnot.
Yeah.
So, with that being said alone, boom. They had his face on there. He making money. Then Kendrick is on there. So now it ain't like people like, man, bump that. I want to go see. It is some people going to be like that Drake fans.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And / Kendrick haters
yeah.
are going to do that. Be like, nah, I'm still going to go rock with Drake. Cool, do that. But they looking at on an economic scale and business-wise, this dude just dropped the album. Like you said, he dropped the album. And he did the Super Bowl.
And at the same time, that's what people, when they were talking about Wayne not doing the Super Bowl because it was in New Orleans.
Yeah, everybody felt he should have because it's his
But
place.
people were saying, though, out in the streets, but Wayne ain't done nothing in a while. Why should he do it? A lot of people were across social media, the YouTube, whatever.
I mean, hell, Cash Money them just had a concert, I think, out here somewhere because the old boy went to it. So, like, it don't even matter if Wayne ain't dropped anything. Wayne has a huge catalog, and there's no doubt in my mind, if Wayne was to fly to Charlotte right now, and outside knocking, I'm going to do a free concert at the Bank of America Stadium, you heard me, or whatever. Everybody coming out there, the only people that know Wayne going to know what he said. But I guarantee you people will go. People will pay to go see him because he got a large catalog. Mm-hmm. The thing is we go to. Let me go ahead and dive into this. Jay-Z a bully from what we've seen that's in the music game. You know what I'm saying? And has been for some time now, supposedly. You know what I'm saying and whatnot. And we see this through like I go back to the award show, one of like the Grammys or something like that, when Rihanna received her award and she was thanking people. And somebody said something, and then she kind of like downplayed Jay-Z, and the look he gave her was like, yeah, you better correct it right now.
Yeah, but and they also said that, so we going back, way back in the day of when Jay-Z versus Nas.
Yeah, buddy.
It was said, now I'm going to repeat what Nas said. Nas said after he lost that rap battle, he said all of a sudden appearances started cutting down, all this stuff he started getting, and I'm just repeating what Nas said.
You see what Nas do too now.
Yeah,
see what happened.
Yeah, but also there was another rumor, since we talking about things that have been said allegedly. When it came time to do the football thing, they said Jermaine Dupri wanted in on it. And they said Jay-Z bullied him from not getting in, pushed him out purposely. They were more so saying bullied him.
And he made him wear them socks with them shoes last year at this last Super Bowl with Usher. Somebody made him put them socks on. For real.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so Jay-Z a bully. I mean, and the thing is, it ain't even really just, I ain't gonna say bully. It's just that, okay, he's put himself in a position around a certain group of people, the 1%ers, to where he can do whatever he want to do because he's made certain... And look, we don't know what type of sacrifices this man made, and I'm not even talking about what people think about in Hollywood. I'm talking about just like whatever he might have given up or committed to get to where he is now is the reason why he's doing what he's doing. The reason why Diddy is Diddying people, you know what I'm saying? Because Diddy done gave up or did something and he was Diddying people, you know what I'm saying? Whole nother story though, but yeah, so we're talking about this Wayne. So apparently, you know, both of them I think name well, here's Sean Carter and he the Wayne Carter. I remember Wayne saying on the thing pretty much like he better than Jay-Z. Like this was been years ago through an album lyrically he pretty much said it, you know what I'm saying, in short. Or whatever. I feel like they got some like low line beef or something that happened in the past. Maybe it's just that one lyric, that bar. Or whatever. He was like, nah, because, you know, Jay-Z got NFL, like you said, influence and stuff in the NFL. So I feel like that's the reason why it didn't happen or something. I think it's something between, because, like, again, why wouldn't Wayne? Louisiana's,
but it's
also, or New Orleans, definitely the most prominent artist.
But why do you think, though? Because it's been said that they've been in New Orleans before and people wasn't fussing about Wayne doing it, so why do
someone with the Super Bowl?
Mm-hmm. So,
I don't know.
So why you think this time there's a difference?
I think this time possibly because Wayne is like he an OG in the game. He a legend. When it comes to rap, he a legend. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. There's almost no way you could, and I'm not a fanatic about it, but there's almost no way you definitely can't talk about Louisiana rap without talking about Lil Wayne and the Hot Boys, BG, Juvenile. Yeah. You definitely can't even talk about just that state specifically. Then, when you look at the South, it's going to come up again. Like, you look at groups and, like, you know, there's been a lot of people that were in groups and also did well as individual rappers. You know what I'm saying, or whatnot. I don't know, man. It's crazy. I think now more so again because he's a different status or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like he was Lil Wayne and then he was Wayne and then, you know, Dwayne or whatever. So it's the way it came.
But overall, I just think Drake is just not losing this one. Because I'll be honest, in my opinion, I remember when him and Pusha T went at it. I thought Pusha T did the better rap. But Drake beat him in the streams, and that's another thing that keeps coming up.
But it's why though. It's why. So boom, Drake and Pusha T. I love the fact you brought that up.
Okay.
Pusha T is hands down one of the best rappers that never went commercial ever was. Let me put it like that. One of the best. Pusha T. So like. That whole thing, we can have another show about that or whatever. Maybe we talk about it. But the whole thing where pretty much Jay Prince pretty much stopped the beef or whatever, the battle or the series of battles. Because Jay Prince already knew. You knew that. Then Pusha T was about to put Drake in. Drake would have been done forever. Like straight up.
Well, I'll say this. What I remembered, and I know we going further back.
Pusha T, come on.
What I remember is, because I saw it on Hot 97 with Charlamagne and the crew. Pusha T came on there. Jay came on there. Jay calling Pusha T a pig. Talk about, because you mentioned this in the rap song, you mentioned that, and you shouldn't have done that. But before that, if I'm remembering correctly, and I think I am, people got so excited. It was like, "Ooh, this is bringing back the rap battle. Ooh, 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 ah, ee, ah, oh."
Yeah, until Drake about to get slaughtered.
Well, hold on. Then again, if my memory serving me right, when Pusha T did that interview, all of a sudden, it was Drake, Pusha T, everybody got choked up. It went from, "Ooh, I just love this, I love this, ooh, Pusha T brought it, da, 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 ooh, ah, ee, ah, oh," to, well, see, this is, like, people...
Then nobody want to speak the truth.
Then nobody, all of a sudden...
Cause, again, people be having people scared. Again, Jay Prince is another person to be having people scared. Like, I'm like, y'all, unless this mother done sold his soul to the devil where he can't die, I'm not saying to do anything, but I'm just saying, like, he's just another human being. Yeah. And for people to feel like they gotta control other people, that's some hoe shit to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, straight up, pimps don't even control they hoes or whatever. They do what they want to do. Excuse the language too. I'm sorry, I know. But like literally, even with pimping, the women really do it because that's what they want to do. You know what I'm saying? For the individual. You know what I'm saying? There is some what they call a gorilla pimp, but you know what I'm saying? These guys like the Jay-Z's and Jay Princes and like, come on, y'all. Like, let's be real.
I mean, it's probably, again, and this is a whole nother show, so moment of random. When you look at almost any man in power, you take our current Elon Flux, whatever his name is, Elon.
Yeah.
Elon. Elon seemed a bit off his rocker to me. But I know a lot of that attitude, even with the way the Cheeto carries himself.
But if you know Elon's his family history, about them going from Canada to South Africa and having stuff to deal with the apartheid, see, that's what people don't understand. They don't know that. Or is it him, or is it, it's Elon. Pretty sure it's Elon's family. Yeah. So they Canadian or whatever. Moved to South Africa, they had a lot to do with apartheid, like, you know, with the segregation and stuff like that. These are people that are, or colonization, I should say, you know what I'm saying, because they really went down to South Africa and took over all the British, German, and French people, and you know, different Dutch, and carved up Africa. When you look at stuff like him and his family, and like his grandfather, the type of power that his family had, that's why he's doing what he's doing. He been doing this. He was raised in it. He been doing it since he was a kid.
But also, I'm bringing up the behavior. So most of these guys are, in general, because of their wealth, bullies. Yeah. You know,
they spoil like Prince. Sorry to cut you off, but they spoil like they don't want to be royalty. So they worse than royalty. Cause royalty people are born with their blood, and even though this guy does come from a bloodline of people, but the thing is, like, they worse because it's like they feel like they really they've actually worked for something. Not saying the dude ain't done anything, but come on, the whole Tesla thing, all that shit is Nikola Tesla's inventions, pretty much, that were seized from him when the Carnegies didn't want to give him the money and stuff. And now all of a sudden it pops back up, and this dude named Elon is using it. You know what I'm saying?
Which often happens.
I mean, then let's not even talk about the Simpsons, how they map all this shit out years ago for us. Mm-hmm. So again, they already told us they was gonna do it, which is one of the laws of the universe, as you know. In order for evil to do evil, evil must let everyone know what evil is doing. Maybe not directly, but even in an indirect manner. Mm-hmm. Whole nother show.
And then you also have to, again, so we talk about everything from business, not just the rap beef, but all the stuff people I don't think really think about. Business. You know, who's hot.
Rap is business. That shit ain't even on no popular thing no more. The person that's gonna be popular is who they decide to show on that screen. And that's why Drake was pissed off about all. He knows this. People will eat up whatever. I mean, look at the Scat Man song. Scat Man, that shit. You know what I'm saying? That song was hot for a minute. My kids still love it. And then when they heard it, like, so that's what Drake pissed off about. But again, man, it's business. So you had your time to make your money, and I know we don't went all around the world and come back to what we started with. But Drake, you had your time to make your money or whatever. You should have capitalized off of it. If it was me, if I was you, I would have probably tried to drop a couple of extra singles or a mini album, I would have did an album with 6 tracks. I would have dropped 6 tracks during my time on Spotify. If I didn't have a full project, and I don't know what your music deal is, but I'm sure you should have enough money to go drop some of your own music. I mean, I don't know what type of contract you got, but I would have dropped a mini CD. 6 tracks. You tell me you can't cook 6 songs in a year? Oh, that's right. Somebody been writing down your lyrics this whole time, so you couldn't do it. I'm sorry.
Or what they call now EP.
Yeah.
That's what it's called, the EP now.
Just drop it, yeah. Drop the EP.
But I do think it comes from entitlement. And again, this is not Drake bashing, because we could put anybody in the stuff I'm getting ready to name when you've won for so long and had the backing to win. And then when you, for the first time, and I know I said lose earlier, but I'm going to remove that word and say challenge. Again, challenge, compete. You don't get to be the king or the queen for free. Somebody comes along and these people get upset that, oh, now I got to work harder. I got to fight harder. Now I got somebody in the industry might be trying to push him out. We don't know.
Because I always say, Drake, if you wasn't light-skinned, you would not be the Drake that we know today. That's all I'm saying. He would. So,
yeah, people, I mean,
you feel privileged. I'm for real. If you wasn't light-skinned, they would not be on you the way they on you.
And he not saying nothing no different.
I need a one dance. Yeah, that's what you're going to be saying. Strength and guidance. All I did was just my friends.
Oh, boy.
It's his song.
Oh, yeah, but at the same...
I like that song, though.
I like that one, too. But anyway, but I think it's just something that, honestly, they do this to a lot of people. It happens. And you come through the industry and you are super, super hot, and for a long time.
And ran through your ass, Drake. That's all it is, too.
And we don't know, because I think there are rumors of him coming out with an album. Or
he got to drop something now. I mean, because the thing is, he not young no more. Yeah. He getting old, so you're not going to be the king of R&B ever. People be talking about, I like Chris Brown, but he ain't. R. Kelly going to be the king, the granddaddy, and all of that of R&B forever.
I'm going to edit that out.
Okay, Kels. I'm just saying, for real, he is. And man, I get it. Yeah, I'm not supporting saying what he did. I'm not advocating for him, but on the music level, I'm just saying.
That's actually something. Now, see, we done created several episodes.
Yeah,
so
on the music level, it's a whole thing, another thing, man. Like, the dude owned all his masters.
Yeah, that's something to talk about, because, again, people have, and we could talk about Bill Cosby or whoever else, people have talent versus a character versus the actual person.
And we don't know the whole truth, because, again, this is my thing, is whenever these individuals have something that's of value, that's when, and they try to make a move with it, that's when, like, all of a sudden shit comes out.
Yeah.
Cause Bill was about to buy NBC. There's like no, you know what I'm saying? You know what kind of money you gotta have to buy NBC? So like, we ain't just talking about the comedy side of him.
Business.
We talking about he a businessman. He had he didn't have just the Cosby Show. He had Different World. Who knows how many other movies, like Ghost Dad. I'm sure he was probably
Fat Albert.
Yeah. So the TV shows. Then look at memorabilia. Again, it's business or whatever. Business. When you have a businessman, and since we're speaking about this, if Jay-Z try to get too big for his britches and step out of line, watch see if they don't bring his ass down too. I'm telling you, because Puffy was doing all this shit for all these years, and I know we on a whole nother subject too. He was doing so much for all these years, and the moment that he tried to separate himself from the people that was helping him with Ciroc, or challenge them or whatever, because he wasn't getting the deal he wanted anymore. Mm-hmm. Now all of a sudden y'all want to be like, oh well, alright, it's time for you to go. And because he was also trying to make some moves, supposedly, he was making some moves, and I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was going to be good. Oh, he was trying to get us our own political party. He was trying to get a third political party. So that's what I'm saying. It's like or fourth.
3.
Yeah, because it is
Independent. Most people forget about
which
it.
ain't nobody. Yeah, forget about it. They independent. Forget about them. Who they need? Nobody.
I actually am.
They're independent. They don't need anybody. They're Beyonce in a large group. But he was trying to get. But this is the thing. So boom, if he had did that, and all of brown people all stuck together, it's a wrap. So when these individuals get ready to make major moves, and then all of a sudden all this crap comes out about them, everything is crazy.
Because I think R. Kelly was trying to get his masters or something.
He owned his masters, and R. Kelly owned all of his music. He's one of the few artists that he wrote all the songs, so he owns all the master lyrics, all the master actually music. You know what I'm saying? He owned the masters to all the music, just everything. The production side, he did it all. He was on some Michael Jackson shit.
Or do you think, and I just thought of this, when it comes to these people we talking about, do you think there's a time limit that they probably don't know about where they say, regardless, we gonna let you buy, let you do this for so long, and then what's gonna happen is when we ready to say y'all is done regardless, y'all are done?
I don't know. I think they plan to use people up for a certain amount of time, as long as they can get a lot of money out of them, and as long as they don't get too big and too smart for themselves. See, you notice like a lot of people in the music industry, the dummies that be going to jail every couple of years and stuff like that, that's good publicity for them. That's money to be made for the music, you know what I'm saying, company or whatnot. So as long as they doing stupid shit, they gonna let them make their money. But when they start smarting up and getting some good people around them, that's when they like, nah, you done. It's over for you. And I don't think it's just music. I think it's, all entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Actors are no different. You see actors, they hot for a long time and blah, blah, blah. And, or like, somebody was talking about, why did the one lady leave? I can't believe she left the Marvel stuff or whatever. She was going to be in there for life pretty much. Cause something probably happened in one of them closed door rooms, and she didn't want to agree to something.
Allegedly.
Yeah,
allegedly.
Yeah, maybe happened. Or something that they wanted to happen didn't happen because the individual don't agree with it, and they be like, all right, bye. If you don't do this, then you done. They be like, fucking, I quit then.
Or maybe she just didn't want to just be a part of Marvel, want to do
other
things.
Yeah, maybe she didn't want to do it. It could be the case too, you know what I'm saying? Because people like, y'all gotta understand, when these people get 50, 60 million or 100 and some $1 million, like, they really don't need any more money. They got the house. Most of them probably got investments in businesses and stuff.
Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully. A lot of them do now because I'm sure people got smarter. So they're not just blowing their money. Like, we talking about people like Anthony Mackie and people like that. I'm not saying I know the dude, but he look like a pretty smart brother to me. He's playing Captain America right now. I let my peoples hold my favorite Anthony Mackie movie, which is She Hate Me. Classic movie, classic. If you haven't seen She Hates Me, y'all go get it, man. Try to find it. Anthony Mackie, Mos Def is in this movie. Great movie. Fellas, I know y'all will like it. I just put it like that, but yeah. But great movie.
Well, I do notice, and again, we way off subject, that they don't, especially back in the 90s, they had a lot more choices. And it seems like those choices have diminished. And when I say that, like, for example, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, for some reason, the other cast was not allowed to really, I know Hillary did a few things and Ashley did a few things. Those people who play, I can't remember their names, who played, well, Tatiana Ali, but I can't remember the actress named Karen something, who played Hillary, the original Fresh Prince. Did a few movies. I know Tatiana did, for whatever reason, just one album.
Yeah,
that's
she did.
not to make fun of her.
But she did that but they incorporated it into the show too.
Yeah, they did. But from what was said, and I watched this on a documentary, that everybody else wasn't allowed to really venture out. They focused on Will, so Will was able to go ahead and do all these movies, and they were suppressing people's careers. and I think it more so started in the 90s, but before that, people could guest star on shows. We're talking about actors. Do a lot of guest starring, movies, TV, and there was even, if I go way back to like the 80s, when it came to actors, TV stayed on TV. Movies stayed on movies.
Yeah, it wasn't no integrating.
There wasn't no integrating, and then started integrating, and then there was one time you had to be, if you see a lot of people who were on a popular series, they started doing movies, they had to be on that popular series to get the movies. So there's so many rules, and rules have changed. But a lot of times nowadays, from what I hear, just like our girl, I can't remember her real name, who plays the Scarlet Witch, from what I heard, and again heard, was that she wanted to do a couple of other things and couldn't because she's under contract to do the Scarlet Witch, and they say they're going to worry about, well, what if she does something? And I'm sure, again, like he was saying,
these people should have looked at her contract before then.
But I'm sure that she, even on her own, got enough sense to be like, well, we're filming the Scarlet Witch. I can't do this acting job
at this time.
Yeah.
So either you wait or you find somebody else.
So to me, it is, like we said, business. I think it's a time, for me, I think it's a timing thing. I think it's definitely a control thing. It's definitely a bully thing. And again, I know we don't, because the reason why we going way off, we're still integrating this when it comes to Kendrick and versus Drake. It is business. Like I said, people don't, I think unfortunately a lot of the audience doesn't want to accept that.
It's business at the end of the day.
Doesn't want to accept that as business. Because again, now Drake is Kendrick. Kendrick's excuse me, basically all the stuff we saw Drake get,
Kendrick getting it.
There you go.
And guess what, Drake? In a little while, they gonna take Kendrick down too. And they gonna put Kodak Black up there. Cause he white.
I've already seen a few just videos pop up online talking about things with Kendrick too, talking about, I don't know if I can say it, talking about somebody said something about they think Kendrick's the next sacrifice, whatever that means. So yeah, so it's but again, brother, this is not to drag nobody. We're just giving opinions, and and we don't mean to offend nobody. We know we mentioned R. Kelly and Bill Cosby, and yes, they're sensitive subjects. Y'all have made this rap beat. Doggy. But anyway, y'all have made this not even really a rap beat. This is entertainment.
Yeah.
Y'all have made this to a thing. If we go back, since we went back, when the thing went down with Rick Ross and
in Canada.
Thank you, in Canada.
Oh yeah, then that was between Rick Ross and Drake's people.
But the dudes jumped on Rick Ross. They was kicking the security guard in the head. The one guy who was doing the fighting had to make the other two stop. Like, it's being over this. Maybe we're gonna get too real, but I'm just gonna say this. Y'all doing all this stuff and going to bat, and I understand you're fans. But y'all are doing all this over people y'all don't know.
Yeah, I don't even know. You never know. You never know.
But I do understand you're a fan. You enjoy their music. Again, it's an escape.
You're living vicariously through this guy. Great. Good for you. But what can you do for yourself? I mean, I thank y'all for watching the show. But for real, when it comes to all of that type of stuff, man, y'all gotta let it go. Like, for real. Cause like the person, we thought somebody was gonna be on here. Oh man, if he had been on this show today, he would have had a lot to say. Cause he's a Drake fan, loves Drake, and I'm like, oh okay, all right, nothing wrong with it. But
well, I mean, I like him, but again, for me, and again, I'm just speaking for me. Outside of Drake, even with Kendrick, I think he's great too. Put out a lot of great music. But I ain't cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs over Kendrick neither.
No, I'm not.
And this isn't a diss. It's just I'm at a different point in my life. Here we go with our philosophy, and I would rather put more into this guy next to me. That's why I know him. You know, and I guess that would be the question. Are y'all out there for the people you know, the people you can call on?
I tell you what, Drake and Kendrick, the first one of y'all that sends us $1 million for our company, our startup, we will have you all over our junk for like a couple, who knows, forever, damn near, for real. If it's that serious,
Well,
not forever. Let's say a year.
Yeah.
I will put a Drake poster behind me,
or Kendrick,
for a whole year.
Yeah, because it'd be sponsorship.
I will advocate for you. I will listen to every song you ever wrote. Yeah. Might be painful, but I would do it. Yeah, I would.
And that's the thing too. 2 different styles.
Yeah.
Back on
they two different rappers is another thing I be telling people. Like, Drake is a rapper, but he a singer. Like they're not even in. Yeah, he's commercial. They're in the same they're not in the same category. So it's like as rappers, you can't really or artists, you can't really compare them like that. You know what I'm saying? As people, I guess, and even like again, we don't know them, so can't say but so much about them. But.
And again, going back to industry, you're really not considered successful in the industry unless you're a pop artist. You can be R&B, like something, and people have talked about this with the Luther documentary, which I watched it, and they said Luther didn't become crossover to pop till Dance with My Father again. But even though people loved him, loved that voice, was crazy over him, I thought Luther had been not just R&B, but pop too, crossed over, as they say, too. But it wasn't until then. And you see how successful, how popular he was. But again, unless you cross over or you're already in pop, you're not considered. So I'm saying all that to say Drake is a pop star.
Pop, yeah.
Kendrick is not a pop star.
No.
So again, we got two.
He didn't want to be one.
Yep, and we got 2 different genres.
I mean, Kendrick getting like, I don't know, it's not the Nobel Peace Prize, but Kendrick got an award. I can't remember the name of the award, but it's like a prestigious awards. That's the type of shit he doing. He ain't having kids and hiding them for years. And but oh yeah, when I get called out, yeah, I got a kid by a stripper or whatever the case was. It's like, you know, I had to say it because I was gonna talk about it. We were talking about the with the Pusha T thing, but
yeah.
It's like, dog, he called you out for hiding a kid. Now I'm gonna say, you're like, yeah, that's my son. Like, you know, but yeah.
For whatever his reason was, and he may just not want his kid in the public.
Maybe.
At the end of the day, Drake can do, God has permitted Drake to do, obviously, not just Drake, but all of us to do what we want.
So Drake, go ahead and take this L and be fine with it, okay? You've had your time, you've made your money. Go, I don't know, link up with 50 Cent and get some wine, which I doubt 50 would deal with you, because 50 is just 50, which is a whole nother show in itself, just talking about him. Oh, because we are going to talk about the 50 Cent and Big Meech and Rick Ross situation. For real.
But even outside of that, at the end of the day, well, Drake is Drake. Kendrick's Kendrick. You're you. Me. Where you going with this Black Samurai?
But he might be she. He's she?
Oh, Lord.
But
I'm just saying all that again, and I'm not telling y'all how to feel. Y'all might think it is, but I'm just saying in general, there's a lot that comes with this, whether y'all want to accept it or not. Again, we're coming at a whole different perspective. It's more than just popularity. Again, this is, at the beginning, middle, and end of the day, a business. And they're going to use whomever will allow themselves to be used, whatever way they're going to be used.
Yep.
And I do understand how Drake might feel like he's getting pushed out, because who wants to be pushed out? Nobody wants to be pushed out. You don't want someone else deciding your career for you. That part, I get, if that's what's going on. But again, brother, put out some music.
And even if you do, it ain't guaranteed that people gonna like it anymore because this is a new time in music. Like with music, you know, excuse me, and I ain't gonna keep rapping about it, but look how music has changed since we've been alive.
A lot.
A lot.
A whole lot.
Like just rap alone, R&B alone. We done seen the damn synthesizer come and go and come back again.
And believe it or not, I'm old enough to be born before rap existed.
Yeah.
Rap ain't always been around. And that has changed.
He was listening to jazz and doom 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 doom.
A lot of stuff. But again, just music has evolved whether you like the way it's evolved or not.
Yeah. And it's gonna keep evolving. It's gonna change. Like, it just is what it is.
And then for a whole nother show, probably, you got the whole social media. So anybody now, Spotify, all that. Your neighbor can drop music. You can drop music.
Yep. I'm dropping something next week.
I've been trying to get this mug to
I
at least
ain't
do
dropping music
a single, because he's another can rap and sing.
I was doing it before Drake, and then he just light skin took it away. It's all good. I was though for real way before Drake. I was doing that shit in high school. We talking about late '90s, early 2000s, baby. Before Drake was probably in middle school when I was doing my thing. He might have been elementary school actually, cause he a little whippersnapper.
And I can remember somebody, Smooth. She used to sing and rap. So he's not the first. I mean, she didn't take off like Drake, but it has been done, and there's probably some other people I just can't think off the top of my head that even if they weren't singing good. I mean, I remember Warren G. You don't see what I see, and he was singing that every day as Warren G. Wasn't the best singer, but he that song just came out of nowhere. So they've done it. I mean, Carly B was doing a little bit of singing.
I'm wondering, can Drake really sing though? I've never heard him like okay, boom. T-Pain can sing.
Mm-hmm.
Like for real. Like the man got pipes.
Mm-hmm.
But he makes like $80,000 a day playing video games now. So that's why he don't make music anymore.
Wow.
Yeah, he a gamer. Dude makes like 80 grand a day playing video streaming.
I get it, but I guess.
So shout out to my nephew, when you become a gamer full time, when you get older, just don't forget about me, as they say.
But I'll say this, he gives me a pop voice.
I don't think he can sing for real though. Like sing without.
I mean, I've seen a couple of videos online when they've done with the sing regular without the whatever you want to call it. It was, y'all gonna hate me for this. It was okay.
It was okay, and it's okay. No, it's okay. He gonna tone.
But was it like no? It wasn't that.
But like Giveon can sing. They tried to play him on the thing on the verses. He was like, yeah, right. So he went live and sung. Like Giveon can sing.
Yeah,
for real.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
But he got a unique voice too.
Mm-hmm.
It's the way he owns it. But anyway, enough of that.
And again, these are just our
opinions.
Because we gonna do this video.
Some of these opinions is factual with it,
And we gonna promote this video, and this might be our most maybe controversial. It's really not, but again, it's gonna be how y'all
it's
take
a lot
it.
in this one though. It's juicy.
It's a lot.
It's juicy.
So,
and we don't mean no offense to anybody. Mainly, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's how we feel. Like how we think in the moment of time. Because none of this stuff is scripted. We just here.
And let me say this.
For
what we
entertainment
always say. Comments. Email. Hit us up if you want to do a live about it. And we'll do it.
Yep.
We actually want y'all opinion. I would love for this to turn into a panel and people come in and talk about why they feel, even if it's off of what we said.
We might be able to get Drake and Kendrick on a live together and talk about it. No, they got their day open, because we gonna talk. But anyway,
keep missing somebody.
Remember to like, share, comment, follow us. Like Samurai said, please, comment, let us know, give us some feedback. You can check us out at 2geeksandnerdpro@gmail.com. And again, you can find us on all social media platforms: Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube. Check out the YouTube, hit that bell or whatnot, and let us know.
Subscribe to all.
Yeah. And till next time, we're the geeks, you are the nerds, but we all the nerdiest. Peace.